Mamis, my name is Dania. Welcome back to my channel. You are watching another Spicy Mami Vlogmas video. Right now it is 7 in the morning. My goal for this video is that I'm going to be making banana bread. Also going to be sharing with you guys super easy, but it was just so delicious coffee recipe that I just tried yesterday with some of that eggnog that I bought at Trader Joe's. The reason why I'm at the store right now is because my goal is that RJ and Bella were going to wake up to the fresh smell of bread baking in the oven. Thought that I had baking soda, which I need for the recipe, and I don't. I only had baking powder. So here I am at the store, so I'm just gonna grab it real quick. We're gonna head back home and we're gonna get started. Now back home, I just want to show you guys what you're gonna need. 5 to 6 overly ripe bananas. I had them in a brown paper bag for 2 nights and I got them to this. You're gonna need some eggs, a splash of milk, vanilla extract, some walnuts, which are optional, but I prefer the bread with it, some pure vegetable oil, all-purpose flour, baking soda, some brown sugar, and some regular cane sugar. Also going to be needing some butter because you are gonna grease up your pans. Let's get started. I know it's a little bit dark in here, but like I told you guys, it's really early in the morning. I'm not trying to wake up the needy folk. You guys also know I love easy to follow recipes. This one's pretty straightforward. The way I came across this recipe was because RJ was really into the banana bread from Starbucks. All those loaves of bread cost like $3 to $4 almost. All that wife, all that mom life. Looked up on Pinterest a recipe, and like usual, I tweaked it to what worked best for me because the recipe that I found that the bread was good, but it wasn't as sweet as the one from Starbucks. Added some brown sugar into my mix, and I feel like that made it so much better. You're gonna need a large bowl. You're actually gonna need 2 bowls, okay? But the large one is where mostly everything of the mixing is gonna go, and then the other one is gonna be for mashing of your bananas. I will be listing all of the ingredients and the measurements down below in the description box. I forgot to mention, you are gonna be needing, your baking trays or whatever. My serving size and the portion that I'm going to be making is going to make enough for 2 of these. You're going to need 2 cups of cane sugar. If I don't drop this. I was holding this like totally the stupid way. And then you're going to need 1 cup of brown sugar. 1 cup of your vegetable oil. Next, you're gonna grab your huevos, okay? Que no falten los huevos, ladies. 2 eggs. Oh, before I forget, preheat your oven right now to 325. Start getting it all nice and warmed up. By the time this is ready, your oven should be, preheated for more than enough time. Oil the sugars and the egg to be fully mixed very well. Let me show you guys kind of like the consistency that you can expect. So now we're gonna start putting in our dry ingredients. I totally forgot to mention, but you are gonna need a splash of salt, probably about half a teaspoon of salt, just like a little splash. You are gonna need about 2 teaspoons of your baking soda, 4 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm gonna put it in here. You're not gonna no longer use your mixer for this. You're gonna just use like a spoon is what I use to really stir it, and it's gonna be really dry, but don't be concerned because we're still got some more stuff to add. That was like 1.5. Okay, we're calling that 2, 3. And I know that probably was driving you guys crazy because I could have just used my measuring cup to scoop it out, but this already had oil and I wasn't gonna go and dirty another one, so that's why we did it this way, and that's why I had that little accident. So now we're gonna start getting this all mixed together. Like I told you guys, don't be alarmed because it's gonna be very dry and you're gonna be like, how is this gonna become bread? Just be patient. This is kind of what it looks like. Very like crumbled, like just dry mixture, okay? But it's gonna be fine. This is what you want it to look like. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla. I actually don't think it's vanilla extract. This one just says Mexican vanilla blend, but basically just vanilla flavor, okay? You get the point. And 4 tablespoons of your milk. I'm using some of Bella's whole milk because that's all we have. Let it sit there, move on to the side, because this, what we just added is not going to be enough for this to look, you know, like a nice mixture. That's what the bananas are for. Get the bananas on over here, get your other bowl out, okay? You want, like I said, 5 to 6 bananas, just depending on size. I only have 5. I would have used 6, but Bella wanted a banana, so I only have 5 now. You don't want to use bananas that are not, you know, overly ripe like this because the bread will just not come out the same. I've made that mistake before. I felt like it wasn't sweet, like it just didn't bake well. Trust me, it was not the same. I usually have RJ help me with this part, in all honesty. It's kind of tiring. And I just use a regular fork, so let me go grab that. Okay, my bananas are all in here. I'm just gonna mash them up. You wanna mash them up as much as you possibly can, so enjoy the music because this is gonna take a little while. I have like no upper body strength. You could also use like the masher for the frijoles, but I feel like my bowl, the bottom isn't wide enough to like be able to do it well. That's why I just use a fork. I feel like it's good to go. I don't know, can you guys see the consistency? Now we're gonna dump in the bananas. Get it all nice and mixed together. And look at how the consistency just changed. We're gonna take a quick little break and I'm gonna go rinse these first, dry them up, and then we're gonna come and get them all greased up, put some flour in them, then get our walnuts into the mixture, and we'll be good to put it into the oven and we can move on to our coffee because it's about that time. Both of my bread pans buttered up, just so the bread doesn't stick. I added flour in here and pretty much I just noticed too, so for my walnuts, I'm gonna add them to the mixture, but they're just half in pieces, so they're not that small, so I'm gonna have to chop some of them up real quick. I'm gonna do a little bit more than this. As long as you don't add over a cup, I think it's good. A cup should be the max. All right, I feel like we should be good with this. And like I told you guys, this part is completely optional. Add as much or as little as you want. Get this all mixed together. Keep both of the amounts in each even so that it actually bakes for the same amount of time. And get it all, okay? Don't waste any of it. What I've done in the past too is I've opted out of putting the walnuts in the mixture, and sometimes I'll put it in on top, but my original recipe calls for it all mixed together. Let's go and put them into the oven. Make sure that you leave some space between both of the pans so the air, you know, circulates good throughout. It's actually gonna bake for a while, okay? It's gonna bake anywhere from like an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. About to go and set my timer to an hour so I can check it and see how it is. You'll get your little toothpick and just make sure. I'm gonna go set the timer and then we're gonna go get started with our coffees. For the coffee, you're just gonna need a few ingredients. Starting off with eggnog. You can use whichever eggnog you want. I'm also gonna be using oat milk. You can use whatever milk you want. I am gonna be topping it with a splash of ground cinnamon. You're gonna need your espresso shots. If you want to try this and don't have like an espresso or an espresso machine, probably go with very strong coffee. And also whatever flavor of syrup that you want. Yesterday I made it with vanilla and it was really good, but I feel like white chocolate will be better. You're also going to need a frother. I'm going to use my Arancino. If you have a different frother or a French press, that will work just fine. Tacita here all nice and set up. We put our little pot in there. You're gonna add, I wanna say about like a tablespoon of syrup to your mug. We're gonna add some eggnog into the frother. You want to froth the eggnog. This will get so foamy and perfect. Delish. I'm even embarrassed to let you guys know that I still don't have like the correct mixing utensils. I'll get them. I'll get them eventually. Look at how foamy that is. Now we're gonna add some oat milk in here. Get that going. Look at that, all nice and foamy. And I wasn't trying to do a design or anything. I just did that so like the milk would get all mixed up throughout the mug. Voila, ladies, there you have it. Let's do a little taste test, of course. Cheers. It is so warm. And it just tastes so good. Like, it's so simple. It's just so foamy. Like, the whole thing is foamy throughout. So yesterday when I made it and I was drinking it, I drank the whole entire thing and it was foamy all the way to the bottom. That's what I love. Like, it just feels so warm and it just makes me feel cozy inside. The oven still marks that we are 50 minutes away from the bread being done. So I'll check in with you guys a little later. The needy folk have woken up. Why, you could see the cartoons in the background. They're chilling over here on the couch. To my surprise, what do you know? Everyone sleeps in when mommy wakes up early. Look at that, clean. Pretty clean. I would say that it is done. This is what the bread loaves look like, fresh out of the oven. I'm not gonna take them out of the pans until it's fully cooled down. I won't taste the bread with you guys until the very, very end, but I'm still gonna go ahead and wrap this video up right here. I'm gonna go ahead and in the description box below, I'm gonna list all of the ingredients that you need just for your easy reference. If I watch a video and I want to try a recipe, I want the ingredients listed below. So I'm gonna be doing that for you guys moving forward. If you are a fanatic of banana bread from Starbucks, I highly encourage you to try this out. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. If you are gonna be trying this recipe, go ahead and tag me on Instagram. My handle on Instagram is Dania_Yvette. Comment down below if you want me to try some other bread recipes. I can make zucchini bread. I can make some other type of bread. You know, I wear many hats: chef, baker, mom, you know, wife, all of the above. So with that being said, remember, mommy, stay spicy, stay positive, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.